Times like this, you've got to lean on each other. Maybe tell us about the support in this room and how important that is to help each other get out of this and get out as a group.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're going to win as a team and lose as a team, of course. So, I think it's within us here in the locker room, like you said, and like Tyson said, leaning on each other when we go through adversity and pulling through for one another. So,
20 games in, just what do you feel is missing from the group so far?
I think just when we seem to clean up one thing and then we kind of lack in another department. So I think it's just finding that consistency and putting everything together for a full 60 minutes. It's something that we've struggled with and something that we're obviously looking to improve.
So between years more than anything else right now, you think?
I think so. Mentally, just a couple mental errors out there on the ice that are costing us games and costing us goals. And like I said, it's we clean kind of one thing up and it goes well, and then we kind of another department we're making mistakes in. So it's definitely mentally, and like you mentioned, I think it's just we're going through adversity. We've got to lean on one another and get through this, and hopefully in the end it'll be good for us.
There's so much talent and ability that you guys can throw out on the power play. Is there any rhyme or reason you think that it's not going your way, or is it maybe a law of averages where eventually it will start to go in?
I think just a little too much thinking. I think we just gotta let our instincts kind of take over and lean on one another out there and react off one another. I just think a little bit too much thinking out there.
That there's certainly room for improvement. There's a lot of areas that we can look to work on and try to change a little bit just to build confidence from moving forward. But it's still early. I think that there's time for us to get our swagger back a little bit and start playing a bit better.
What's an area of concentration you think going forward here, Morgan? Starting tomorrow night, I suppose that has to see an improvement in.
Well, there's lots of things. I think the first thing that comes to mind is power play and penalty kill being an area that we can improve on for sure. Turnovers, D-zone coverage. I think you can go down the list, and there's lots of areas that we can improve on. And I think as a group, we're going to be focused, and we certainly want to do that. Starts tomorrow, like you said, and then a good road trip for us to really assess how we can improve and how we've done.
Getting Zach back will certainly help the penalty kill. What's going to be the focus though in that department?
Well, I think it's a number of things. Obviously, he's a big part of it, so we're lucky to have him back. But I mean, whether it's blocking shots, whether it's taking away passing lanes, whether it's playing harder in front of the net, there's lots of things that we can do to improve. And we talked about that today, and we'll continue to talk about that. And things that we have to do or change, to have success in that area. And that's on the players to be ready and be committed to that.
We had to spend time on our first 20 games and what we liked and what we didn't like, and identify areas we can improve and then how to improve. That's what we did here today. We felt we wanted to spend some time on specialty teams, and it was important to be fresh when we did that, so we'll do that in the morning. We need to take a step in that area. We need to take a step in a number of areas. What I say to you guys all the time is, in the end, if we get 6 points every segment, you're laughing. In 3 of the segments, we got 5. So we're 2 points shy, but 3 of the segments, we didn't get what we wanted. And so, what part is it? Is it a face-off circle? Is it ability to sort it out on the rush? Is it our D-zone play? Is it our power play? Is it our penalty kill? What parts turns the game each night? That's what we're trying to identify and let the guys know.
Morgan was talking about trying to get swagger back as a coaching staff. How can you help the guys kind of get to that?
Well, the biggest thing is when you think about it, when you leave the rink each night and when your team's won and you've played well, you feel really good. When you're disappointed and you don't like how you play, you don't feel as good. So a big part of that is sticking to the process longer and better and doing it right, and we'll be rewarded. And that's really, it's a good question. That's what we went through here today, is identified our game. Last night was a perfect example. Is we had the puck, I don't know when they scored their first goal. We had the puck the whole time. They scored a goal, boom, the next thing you know, it's 2. So then the second period started, we own it. They don't have it. They get the puck, they shoot it in their net. Then the next few shifts, again, we didn't handle it. So to me, to say we weren't prepared or that we didn't play well, that's not true. But when it went bad, what did we do? And the whole game is mistakes. It goes bad regularly. But how do you pick each other up? How do you handle it? How do you get back on track quickly and handle that? And we spoke about that as well.
You always want to know how your group and your organization is going to react when things don't go perfect. And I think especially with the fact that it is still a young team, and I think we still have to continue to learn how to go through this. There are teams in the league that handle it very well, and they're usually teams that have got a lot of collective experience together. So I think every time you go through a stretch where you maybe miss your expectation by a little bit, or your puck's not going in, or you're not winning as many games as you think you should, gives you a great opportunity as a group to examine where you're at and how we can deal with that better. So that's all that I really look for. I don't get too up and down by any stretch, not too high when we won 3 games last week or low right now. We show great stretches throughout where we play great hockey. It's just becoming a team that does that more and more often.
What have you learned about the group in the first 20 games, Kyle?
Ooh, wow, how much time do you have? Lots. I mean, we've had some great moments. We've had some guys step up, maybe that you didn't expect to, as quickly as possible. Whether you look at Mikheyev or Kerfoot coming in, or Justin Hall, which have been great. And then we've had some stretches where we haven't we've met what we wanted to do, and we've had stretches where we've dominated games, even stretches of the game last night in New York where we show ourselves and everybody else what we're fully capable of, and it's just trying to continue to carve out a way that we can do that more often. And I don't think that we're too far off of doing that by any stretch.